The world has some pretty awful people that are only interested in things that benefit themselves, but we tend to forget that the entire world isn't a bad place. There are also some people that are the complete opposite and actually care about others. Here are 25 random acts of kindness that will restore your faith in humanity. This woman wanted to do something special for her blind friend's birthday, so she and the restaurant they were gonna go to decided to write happy birthday for the blind woman in Braille using melted chocolate. The woman was on the verge of tears when she found out they went through all the effort just to wish her a happy birthday. When this woman ordered takeout, she definitely wasn't expecting the cops to show up at her door. Turns out, her DoorDash delivery driver had actually gotten arrested for warrants. But the officer who arrested the delivery driver didn't want the food to go to waste and delivered it himself. If it wasn't for the footage, no one would believe this. This guy was just chilling at the bar when he suddenly started choking on something he was eating. The people around him didn't know what to do, and that's when the bartender jumped into action. The second he realized the man was choking, he ran towards him and started performing a Heimlich maneuver until the man stopped choking. What's even more surprising is that this was the first time the bartender had ever done something like this. This apartment building caught on fire with a woman still inside. When two guys from the level below realized that there was a woman in the fire, they decided to help. Even though it was extremely risky, the guys stood at their window and grabbed the woman from her window. They then dragged her down to their floor where there was no fire. A little girl's hand had gotten stuck in a moving escalator. When the people on the escalator found out, they started pushing on it to reverse it just so the little girl can get her hand out. If the kind strangers hadn't done this, this little girl could have possibly lost her entire hand. This poor pug suffers from heart disease which prevents him from being able to move around as easily as before. So his owner decided to build him a ramp all around the house that helps him get around quicker. The pug seemed very grateful that his owner went through these lengths just to help him out a little. During the Cherry Festival in Traverse City, a ride filled with people suddenly started tipping over. Everyone around the ride quickly rushed over and started pushing it to stop it from falling over. All the people held onto the ride until it was finally over and everyone was safe. This old man lost his walker in the middle of the road with cars rushing from all directions. The old man was having a really hard time walking without it and couldn't really grab it. Fortunately, a biker came across the walker and realized what was going on, so he grabbed the walker and returned it to the old man. This Amazon delivery driver was just delivering a package when he realized that the homeowner's Christmas decorations had fallen all over the place. There was a storm not long before, which is probably why this happened in the first place. But instead of just leaving things as they were, he decided to fix everything up before delivering his package. This gym teacher bought his Jordan 13s way back in the late 90s. It was his first and only pair of Jordans and he wore the heck out of them. When the soles were all worn out, his students decided to buy him a new pair for Christmas. The gym teacher was basically crying from happiness and thanked all his students. This poor kitten had gotten stuck in a tree for 2 days. No matter how hard it tried, the kitten couldn't get back down. So when this man saw the kitten, he climbed the tree just so he could help it come back down. If the kitten had stayed up there any longer, it probably would have starved to death. This kid was in a hurry to get somewhere and wasn't looking at the roads at all. When he ran to cross the road, he almost got hit by a car going by, but was saved by the garbage man who grabbed him just in time. Apparently, the garbage man told the kid to look out for the car multiple times, but the kid just didn't listen. During the Hong Kong protest, this journalist was reporting the news while it was raining cats and dogs. A protester nearby actually held an umbrella over his head so he could just report the news without getting drenched in water. The protester himself didn't have anyone covering him with an umbrella, but he made sure that this journalist had it. This guy had been fighting cancer for a long time and decided to shave his head after the hair loss got too bad. While the barber was shaving his head, he decided to shave his own head as well. This cashier noticed the woman at the checkout with a baby was about to have a seizure, so right before she passed out, she quickly grabbed the woman's baby. The baby would have fallen to the ground if she hadn't caught it when she did. She also held on to the woman so she would slowly fall to the floor and not hit her head. This freshman in high school was getting bullied daily for wearing the same clothes to school every single day, so a few of his classmates came together and bought him some new clothes and a pair of sneakers. The freshman was confused at first, but then thanked both of them for the kind gesture. This old woman wakes up early every single day so she can just wave at the school bus that passes her house. On her birthday, the school bus stopped outside her house and all the kids wished her a happy birthday. The owner of this house thought someone was about to steal their package at first, but then they realized this kind stranger was doing the complete opposite. The strangers were hiding the package so no one would steal it from their porch. After a random rainfall in Washington, D.C., these couples were left drenched. With no umbrella or anything in sight, it looked like their day out was completely ruined. That was until this kind man decided to come out of his car just to give the couple an umbrella. This tennis player twisted her ankle during her match and was forced to retire. She started crying right after she realized she couldn't carry on. Surprisingly enough, her opponent consoled her while she was crying to help her feel better. A man started having a seizure while he was driving his car. He couldn't control his car at all and started spiraling out of control. Another man realized how dangerous the situation could get, so he sacrificed his own car just so he could save the driver that was having a seizure. This cat was expectantly sitting under a water fountain, waiting for someone to come by to turn it for it. When this man saw the cat just sitting there, he turned it on for the cat, who adorably stood up just to drink the water. When a Pirates fan caught a foul ball, he was super excited. But then he realized there was a little girl who wanted the ball just as much as he did, so he actually threw the ball at her instead and let her have it. Even though this girl is blind, she still has big dreams of becoming a basketball player. She got a chance to throw the ball in the basket during a game. She could only throw it in if she could hear where she has to throw it. So, another woman hit the basket with a stick so the blind girl would know where to throw the ball. The crowd made sure to be dead silent throughout, and right after the ball went through the basket, the crowd loudly cheered for her. A manhole was uncovered on a busy highway. This man decided to risk his own life to cover the manhole and went in the middle of traffic. But in the end, he succeeded and ran away from all the cars. Alright, which one of these random acts of kindness warmed your heart the most? Make sure to let us know in the comment section down below. And don't forget to like this video, subscribe to Trend Joint, and we'll see you in the next one.